All right, so I'm getting ready to sell the box off my truck here, and I keep getting a couple of questions like, what are the dimensions of the box? So I figured I'd just do a quick little video, just kind of going through the box, showing you the dimensions and that kind of stuff. So here goes. So this is an M1078, which is an LMTV. This is actually a 2001. And on the back here is a 12-foot box. It's actually 150 inches or just a little bit over that. And the width itself is 94 inches. So if you were measuring from that end to that end, that would be 94 inches right there with the lids or with the sides down. With the sides up, that takes about 1.5 inches on each side. So then that's 3 inches less from that 94. So that ends up being about 91 inches from end to end. And then the 12 or the 150 inches is all the way from that front panel right there to the very end right here. Once again, with this thing down, with it up, that's going to take away 1.5 inches right there as well. And if you're looking at the side panels here, these are about 8.5 inches from the top to the bottom. So that is that measurement. And what else do we have? The box itself is actually pretty cool. It's got some storage area right here, which is where these panels can actually go after you take them off. So if you just flip this open, and that lowers down, right? And then if you're looking right here, this pin just slides out, and that's the only thing that's holding them up. So same thing happens with that panel. That panel, the rear is already down, and that panel, and you can see the one on the side here is down on the other side as well. So that's how that works. And then in the bed itself, you've got some D-rings in here, quite a few of them actually. There's one here, one there, one on the other side, one across, one here, here, and there, and there's more than 10 in here. So lots of tie-down places. The bed itself is made out of steel, and the actual side panels here are made out of aluminum. So they're lightweight. When you're trying to close them like that, you don't have to fight with them. The box is in pretty good condition. These are those slide-throughs. This goes from end to end, so you can slide all your panels in here. All right, same thing with this one. Okay. The box is in good condition. I mean, really no rust or dings or anything like that. Bows and poles. These are some of the poles that go with it, because originally it had a canopy over it. So I still got those bows if somebody wants those, that go all the way across. I don't have the canopy or the actual tent that goes over that, but I got the bows, and I do have the seats and the rest of the uprights that actually connect up in here to create the backing. So if you were sitting inside, you would have something to rest on. So I still have those as well. But this is the box. Let's measure it from the ground up. So from the ground up, you can see that's about 151, 152 inches right between there. That's at 153 about, or just slightly under that. And what else do we have here? I think that's about it as far as measurements go. Yeah. If you're looking underneath here, you can also see, so the M1079 has an actual, like a camper on the back. So it's a communications box, but it's like a big box on the back of it. And what separates it, one of the things that separate it from this is, if you wanted to mount that box on this particular machine, you would have to switch out some of these items here. For example, this doesn't have the spring mechanism that's in the M1079, so it's just very rigidly mounted onto here. The M1079 has some springs in here, like a little situation with a spring inside it to give you a little bit of side-to-side movement in case you're off-road, so it doesn't try. So the forces from the actual bed itself don't get or from the chassis don't get transferred into the bed or into the box. So same thing with this one here that would have a spring in it, but that's one of the differences between those two boxes. And the way this is mounted and how you would have to take it off, like if we go underneath here, hopefully you guys can see this. There are these bolts here, and I think there's about 16 of them, 8 on each side, that run right along the top here. You can see that, and they keep going that way. So 8 on each side, and removing those would allow you to actually lift this box off the chassis. So this bar actually stays, as does this, which is the actual chassis. So this is the mounting location. This is the chassis right here. And these bolts won't just unscrew, so you kind of have to cut them out. They're called huck bolts. So fortunately, the bolts, I don't think they're threaded all the way to the top. So if you cut right here where this nut meets the sleeve here, or the collar, let me see if I can get you a better angle. But I think if you cut, it's kind of dark in here, but if you would cut right here where this hex bolt area meets the sleeve right here, you would actually be able to remove those. So what else can I tell you guys here? I think that's about everything here that I got for you guys. But yeah, that's the box itself. And the blue tape here is just me kind of taping out what I would put in the back of this. The idea that I had is to get a box that's exactly the same height. So I just wanted to look at that and see, you know, where would my bed go? Where would the bathroom, the shower, all that kind of stuff. So that's the deal with the tape in there. So that's the box right there. Like I was saying, I'm actually selling it or getting rid of it because I plan on putting a different box on the back of that. So if you're interested, and if I still have it, depending on when you're watching this video, this could be just a good video for you to see the dimensions of the box. Or if you're actually interested in the box and it's still, you know, recent, you can kind of comment in the section below and we can get it organized and arranged. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about maybe a couple $1,000s for the box. I don't know if that's ridiculous. If you think it is, put it in the section below once again. But I think I've seen them sell for like $2,500. So for a couple thousand, I think that's pretty fair. So let me know. And that's about it. But yeah, I look forward to getting this fixed up and ready for the road, hopefully by next summer. All right, that's about it. Until then, peace.